Last time I had a tripod.
Oh yeah, we broke it. We annihilated it.
What happened?
Because it was fucking like
Anthony
$2.
just
So
tore the leg off.
yeah, because I was like, oh, this is so, because like it had like bendable, adjustable legs.
Oh,
like,
you told me that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is so cool, and then.
Bend that
And then Knight was like, oh, and he grabbed it, and then he ripped it for too.
I ripped the other leg
You
off.
killed it.
Man.
You destroyed it, dude.
It was alive for like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's better than my selfie sticks.
Oh, in Vietnam they have those everywhere. Like, yeah, for like a penny, literally.
Like how much cheaper are things over there?
Significantly, when we went for breakfast, and so we all got food, drinks, and beer and all that shit, and for 8 people, and it was only $8 American.
What the hell?
Yeah.
$8?
Oh no. The thing is, at the hotels are so cheap. Like it was literally $10 a night for like a room with 2 beds and
10 a night?
Yeah. And then at the luxury resorts were like if you stayed them in America, it'd be like close to $1,000 a night. It was only like 150. It's so cheap.
Were they nice too?
Yeah, they were pretty nice, but like at all the fancy resorts though, they tried to cheat us. Like at the one we stayed for my birthday, where it was like the beachside one. My dad and I, we went out to go hang out, and so my grandpa and his girlfriend were in the room by themselves, and they got room service, and they got room service, and so the people came and they made them sign. But then like half an hour later, they started calling, like, oh, you need to pay. And he's like, what? Because oh yeah, that's the thing too. At all the luxury resorts, if you're a Vietnamese citizen or like a local, you're not allowed to go there.
What?
Yeah, like you can't be there. So
Too poor.
so they're kind of nervous, but then like they kept on harassing my grandpa or whatever, and they came and banging on the door. And so my dad and I had been drinking, and so like when my dad found out, he got so pissed off, and he went to the front desk and like because he just took off his shirt because he's all tatted up and he has his chains, and he just started like yelling at them and screaming like, and they're like, oh, so sorry, and they were literally on their knees like begging him. no, but then like the funniest part is I was like, I better have something in my room by the end of the night. And so yeah,
You're just fucking intimidated.
Yeah. So they gave us like fruits and like cheeses and wine and shit. and then he's like, Anthony, if you say this is okay, then it's okay. But if it's not, and he just was like that. I'm like, yeah, it's fine, Dad. and then at this other luxury resort, so all the luxury resorts, they're hella cheap, but then they're also trying to like goof you at this other one.
Penny pinching.
At this other one, like we were all just chilling in like our underwear or whatever, and then some girl was like, oh, room service, and then room service because we just ate. And so it's like, oh, here, and then like we didn't order this, but then like they started like harassing us again, like, oh, you order this, and then I guess my dad's wife, my stepmom, she's the one that booked us the room. Mm-hmm. And so like, oh no, Jennifer, she ordered this, and then my dad's like, she's not here with us, and then they got scared again. Oh no, sorry. And then they were on their knees. So like, even the luxury resorts, they were nice, but they trying to goof you. But
so like, they're the scammers.
Yeah. Well, I guess they're the scammers if you're a punk or if like you're a goober, but like if you're like my dad who smash them all. Oh yeah. So like
he just takes off his shirt.
Yeah. Because like my daddy, like I told you, he's covered from neck to ankle in tattoos, and my grandpa too. He has a shit ton of tattoos. So everywhere we went, like they literally say, "Oh, mafia." They thought we were gangsters or something. And so like, yeah, that's so funny.
It's because no one has tattoos. They're too poor to have tattoos.
Yeah.
Now I'm just imagining if he gets in an argument with like his wife, he just takes off his shirt.
Yeah. His wife was mad at him yesterday because we got off when 2 days ago when we got off from LAX, because like my dad told her to be there at like 3 o'clock or whatever, and then we didn't actually get out until 6 o'clock, and so she didn't want to park, so she was just circling around for 3 hours.
Oh my god. McCarran?
No, LAX.
So oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Why didn't you just park?
That's what I'm saying. Or but then my dad could have like called her or something or told her, but he didn't. And so he's like, and after he's like, oh, you could have just left us. We could have got a taxi. I'm like, yeah, don't say that now.
Because that just undermines everything you just did.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. I was
So business.
Dealing with your wife.
yeah. No, because okay, so this whole summer I've been trying to get a job as a physical therapy tech. It's like an assistant for a physical therapist, whatever. And so basically, yeah, I've been calling like every week. What the hell? There's a lot of clinics that are like, oh yeah, we're full, or oh yeah, I'm not available, so whatnot. So I just got a call now, and they're like, oh, what's your schedule like? And I'm like, the summer, free any day. And okay, what's your fall semester like? And I'm like, shit. So I told them, oh, my only days are Fridays and weekends, and they said, basically, long story short, they said they need a person who's long term and whatnot. So I was like, okay, whatever, fuck off. I didn't say that, but no, I called another clinic this morning. It's literally like 2 minutes away from my house. I could walk there, honestly. And like,
Mr. Roberts.
yeah, just take my bike or shit. And they're like, oh yeah, we're taking texts right now, so send your resume and whatnot. So hopefully I get that. But yeah, a little business call.
Yeah. Oh, that's like my dad always has fucking business calls. But
Then she takes off his shirt.
yeah, on the call.
Wait, he took off his shirt and went to the front desk?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, or if he's like, oh, I want to scare the people today. He'll wear a tank top, and then we'll go out to the streets and go, and then everyone's like, ah, man.
The power of tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should do that. We should all just get
Tattoos?
head to toe tattoos.
What would you get?
I don't know.
just black, just black.
Just black.
Just turn black, dude.
I don't know. I thought of getting like, not like emojis, but like.
You want emojis?
No, but like a little silhouette of like a trombone, and then like a film reel, and then just go up my arm of stuff I care about.
Oh, or you should have like be a film reel that like wraps around, and each individual like frame is a different thing. A trombone.
Oh.
Yeah. Each frame is something. You have a frame that's an actual film reel.
And I thought it would be cool to get like a whole arm of like your muscles, but then like if that would get distorted and whatever.
Oh, so you're just like you're like a anatomical
Yeah,
thing.
but then like when you're old,
Now you just gotta take care of yourself.
it's gonna look all wrinkly.
What if you just turn fat?
See, that's the thing. Yeah, my dad. My dad's tattoos he got when he was fat, and so now he's kind of leaned out or whatever. Like some of the skin is a little loose.
Crunched.
It's not crunched. It's just loose, you know. Or before it used to be buff, so it was okay because before his arm was fat and then it was big, but now it's just kind of like thin.
How old is your dad?
He's like 44. He's still pretty young.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, that's not old at all.
That's young.
Oh man, how's your summer been,
I
Nate?
was gonna ask that. Yeah.
The first 3 weeks were fucking hectic as hell, and then the last 2 weeks have just been me being a fucking potato.
Or why were they hectic? What were you doing?
Well, the first week was like all the graduation shit and all of that stuff, like family stuff, and then the other, I don't remember. But like during the whole time I was making videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was fucking hard. I don't know how YouTubers do one a fucking day. That's fucking
Well,
crazy.
they have a team, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I have a team.
Kind master.
The fucking support center. And then, yeah, I don't know. And then, like, I went to my friend's movie set.
Oh yeah, how was that?
That was crazy. I learned a lot. I learned how, just looking at a script and looking how it acts out, that helped me understand it way better. I didn't, I knew what it was, like the vocab, but I didn't know what the fuck any of it was. But now, I understand, like, what you mean when you write this or whatever.
Like, give an example.
Like blocking
Oh, okay.
or like setting. So, words on a paper, and then it tells you what happens. That's what a screenplay is.
Mm-hmm. Do they have everything on the set? So like a script supervisor and then a gaffer, like
No,
DP? Or is it
not really.
It's just
It's very independent. Like you know how independents are.
yeah. So like yeah, when the actor's not in the scene,
that.
they're holding the boom mic.
Yeah, like my friend. You know when I was looking for that actress.
Oh yeah.
My friend got there, and
All right, what did you need the girl for?
she was the daughter of the main character, and it's about divorce. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but
Oh okay.
I don't know.
Just censor it. Censor it.
That's enough.
Dang, dude. I got no idea what you're talking about.
It's okay. You know, I feel like right now we're just blue pilling it. You know, like we're like usually
Blue pilling it.
Yeah, you know, like the red pill and the blue pill. The blue pill is the one if you want to stay in the matrix, but the red one is if you want your ass open, right? So like right now, like we're pretending that we're not recording. We're recording, and I'm just red. I'm gonna just open this up. We have Keith on the podcast. Keith, what it do?
Yeah, I've been here.
What it do?
I've been here.
He's
dude.
been here.
I've been here all along.
You might have heard his voice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm out here, dude. It's super hot, man. I cannot deal with this heat right now. But
Oh yeah, I was gonna bike here, and then I broke my fucking bike.
You broke your bike?
You live in?
No, but you live
10
in.
miles away.
You're gonna bike all
Well, that's what Dan, he lives like far from me, but anytime he went to my house, he used to bike there.
I can't.
Even over the summer.
I can't believe Dan. I still can't believe how he does that.
Yeah, but then like he come to my house and he wear like a gray t-shirt, like something like this, so that when you get it wet, it gets all dark.
Yeah.
So like his whole back was just like soggy.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know how.
I just
he
felt
does
like
that.
it.
Have you been on the grind?
No,
Me neither.
I've been trying to go.
I gained 17 pounds, bro. I'm not even lying. Like I showed Keith, he saw my boobs.
I've been losing weight, which scares me.
Because
I've been doing nothing.
Yeah,
I've been
nothing.
sitting on a couch,
Mhm.
and then I've just been losing weight.
It's okay, now that
And
we're
that
back,
means I'm weaker.
we can do it.
Do you eat? Like,
I'm
sure
weaker, but I'm fatter.
do you eat the same?
Yeah, which means I'm getting fat. I think I'm actually eating more, because I'd eat whenever anything's in front of me.
Uh-huh.
So if I put like a bunch of healthy shit in front of me, I'd be Gucci. But I only have unhealthy shit in my house.
Just tell your folks to get healthy stuff then.
But they're like, it's expensive.
Well, they are, honestly, yeah. No,
And then-
there's some healthy foods. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of healthy foods that are cheap.
Mm-hmm. It's all about thinking outside the box, but it is true.
And like
Vegetables seem cheap.
and like like not fast. Well, it is fast food, but like a lot of junk food. Yeah, like if you got like Oreos, chips, all that stuff. People like that, right? So they're gonna eat it like in a day, and guess what happens? They go the next day and they buy it again. And they buy it again. They buy it again. And then at the end of the week or
It's more
end of 2
expensive.
weeks, they bought more junk food and it cost more money than you could have bought like just a one day from.
See, that's what I say about movie tickets too. Everyone's like, "Oh, movies are too expensive." It's like, no, it's because you're fucking going to Starbucks every other day, buying yourself
Yeah.
a coffee or something like that. It's all about priorities, right? So like, I'm not saying that it's just Starbucks or coffee, but it's all about like I prioritize. I like movies, so I'll save my money for that instead of going out to eat and stuff like that.
I know. Yeah.
So it's the same thing with your Oreos and your Doritos and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss Doritos. I
Doritos. are my
remember
favorite.
my love for those when during our grad trip, and now I'm
The
gonna go
nacho
and make,
cheese.
yeah.
Dude.
Or Cool Ranch is okay too, but nacho cheese is.
Nacho cheese is.
Oh yeah, you guys can't see what I'm doing.
He was eating Doritos.
Have you guys ever done like a just filming your podcast just right here, just talking?
Oh yeah, we should. We should get a multi-cam setup like Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, get the on each
Yeah,
face
just
and
get
then the
the mic
whole.
on.
Or let's just have it right here in
No,
front of our face.
get one of those really expensive ass 360 cameras. And then put it in
No,
the
we'll just we'll tape all our phones together and then we'll get 360 cameras.
Put on,
Yeah.
Oh, I got a monopod.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't know why. It's just a fucking stick. If you think about it, you just stick it in the ground and then that's it. I guess it helps with. I got this idea for a shot, like for just like if someone waking up, you could take a monopod, put it at the end of the bed, and then lean it down, and then they wake up, and then you know how people sit up.
Yeah.
You just do that.
Yeah.
You follow them. I thought that would be cool.
That's
Was
not.
it?
like you take the monopod, the camera's right here, they're sleeping,
Yeah.
and then they sit up. And
No, but was it cool? Did you try it yet or no?
No,
Oh.
I can't do it with myself. I'm just holding it.
Try it. Try your
Yeah,
dad.
of course. Man.
I'm pulling it with my fucking toes,
Mm-hmm.
but no.
Try it on your dad or mom.
No, they don't like being filmed.
Yeah, but don't tell them. Don't tell them because when they're sleeping, so then they wake up.
No, try like no. I gotta touch something. It's not on, and then
I gotta test it.
okay, yeah.
That's what I do.
That's what I do with the fucking podcast. I'm not
No,
recording.
we'll just be in the car, and then you just see him like for like 5 minutes, and then we're just chilling. But then at the end, he's like, "Guess what?"
Guess what, bitch?
It's like a hidden camera TV show.
See, when I was in Vietnam and stuff, like I was recording all the time, but like I never told anyone because you understand when someone knows they're on camera, they act differently.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
So like I would just have it like this, and then, but then like some people would see me, and then but then they don't speak English, so they can't say nothing to me.
They just scream at you.
I've just been looking. I'm like, I have so much blackmail on everyone. Like how much stuff I cut out of videos that they're like, don't show this to anyone.
I don't know.
Like, cause
For
I
the most part,
was
you-
trying to
whatever I
make
say.
like a birthday thing for Angie
Yeah.
for tomorrow, so I can show everyone.
Well,
for
his birthday's
Angie's
today.
Yeah, no, but we're meeting up tomorrow.
Oh, we should make. I'll help you make something. I have stuff with him too from like freshman and sophomore year.
Oh shit, please. But for some reason, whenever you send me shit, it turns all potato.
Yeah, because we send it through fucking Facebook and it's so ass.
Yeah. I don't know. Things on my like text messages are worse. They're like
Yeah, I
144.
remember your text message.
Yeah, text just suck.
Like,
They're
oh
like
my
just this
god.
Wait, do you have the same kind of phone as Keith?
big. No. What do you have?
S9.
No, I got something worse.
Oh yeah, and like the first 2 weeks, I remembered. Now that you asked me the question 20 minutes ago,
Oh yeah.
I was working a lot, and then I'm
Oh.
like, I don't want to work anymore.
Oh, did you quit?
No, I'm working still,
Oh.
but like I only want to work what I was working during school, like 2 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, I was like working 4 or 5. I'm like, that's fucking torture. It's fucking brutal.
That's how it's gonna be, right? In the real world, you gotta work all the time.
What do you have? Oh, you have a job?
Yeah,
Where?
McDonald's.
Flipping burgers.
Nah, it's illegal. You have to
Damn.
be 18 to flip burgers.
You have to be 18.
I think it's
Anybody
just
can.
at McDonald's because McDonald's gets sued so fucking much. Like
Oh my god.
we had to extend the refill from 30 minutes to an hour because someone sued that they drank their coffee too fast because they were trying to get the refill and they lost. McDonald's lost, so they had to extend it to an hour.
Man, people will do anything to get money.
I don't know, people. Yeah, there's a lot of scammers that go there.
You guys get a lot of scam calls on your
Not
phone?
calls,
Yeah.
just people walking in.
No, but like
Kinda
like
get
on
shit.
your phone, like
Oh no,
You
I
get
don't.
Yeah, I do.
I get
Remember,
scammed.
did I show you? Like, I had like,
Yeah.
they're just blowing me up all day
just
long.
scam likely. I'm like,
Shut up.
Mine doesn't even say that. Now, they say unknown.
The only things that I get like that is like colleges.
Colleges? Oh no, I got emails like that. Like I have like
Oh, yeah,
like a billion emails.
I still get emails from my college.
Yeah, look how many
I'm in
emails.
college right now, dude. God.
It's on the bottom.
Holy shit! When was the last time you checked?
I only check the important ones because like
13,000.
13,000. Yeah, I get a lot like that.
yeah, but it's also because of like I get YouTube updates or Facebook updates and shit like that. The Fantasy Movie League, Pet
What
Smart.
the hell is a fantasy movie league?
It's just like a thing.
Have you won? Or you don't even play anymore?
No, not anymore.
It's a game. I'm googling this shit.
It's like like fantasy football or stuff like that, but with movies.
Like box office?
Yeah, movies and box office.
So what are you guys' plans for the rest of summer?
Can we recording shit?
The plans that I've been having work out.
You been working out?
No.
Wait, did you go to Planet Fitness
Once.
after this?
When I signed up, and then I never had the drive to.
I'll
Go
pick you
there.
up now. I'll pick you up.
But you live way over there, right?
Yeah.
Dio?
Near Sierra Vista, yeah.
Sierra Vista,
Near Colin, yeah. And
Colin.
me and Colin was like, yeah, let's do it. And then Colin's like, no, it's too far. And then I'm like,
Can you
yeah,
sign
it's
up at
too
multiple
far.
locations?
Yeah, I think so.
How did you finally?
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can. It works anywhere. I don't know how that works. I heard they give you like a free pizza as you walk in, right? They got
No.
Yeah.
I didn't get free pizza.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh, I heard like every Planet Fitness I've seen, if like you're a new member, they give you like a box pizza.
Oh, maybe because he's like a free member.
They do that, yeah.
It's not really. We're not really members. We're just taking.
See, I have to fix it because I want to do that and hang out with them. But then I want to go to EOS too. Go with you
Teenagers are free at Planet Fitness.
for the summer.
Yeah.
Teenagers. And I ain't no teenager anymore.
Yeah.
Adult. You have to pay now.
Like I want like they got all the machines there. Like they got all the stuff that you'd find in a normal gym. But like apparently they got a hunk alarm.
The lunk alarm.
It was a lunk alarm. There
Yeah, if you like groan or if you drop the weight, yeah. And
I don't know why dropping the weight would be.
because like sometimes it
that's a
is
mistake.
obnoxious. Like I remember like in weight training, whatever, like they do the deadlift, and then they just drop it, and then they.
Oh, like that. I thought they meant like you're putting it on and then you fucking slip.
Yeah, but with like deadlifts, like there's no other way you can put it down. Like
Yeah,
slowly.
that's the thing though. So
Like I don't drop it, but I put it down. But like it's still like freaking.
It's hard.
Yeah, you go like whatever. It's just super heavy. So I don't know how.
it's like that hammer hit.
I don't know how you get away with that. But everything else, I don't grunt. Like it's a minor grunt. You can't hear. I'm just like.
Yeah, see, I don't like scream. Like I don't know if people.
It's just a bunch of the big guys and like the older men. They're like. Ugh. I'm like, do you need to do that in your first rep too? The first rep, is like, I'm like, shut up, dude. I can hear it even when I have my earphones in.
Maybe it's just like habit now.
I guess. I'm just like.
Second nature. They can't lift their arm without grunting.
I mean, I would do it if it's like extremely like, heavy or like painful. But these guys do it on the first rep, lightweight. Like. But yeah, I mean, just get on the grind. Just do it. Just don't think about it. Just go. The more you think, the more you're just gonna be a potato.
That's true. That's why I
Just
almost biked 10 miles.
Just wake up and be like, oh, I'm gonna go, and just go.
See, that's most things, right? Yeah, we're always afraid.
I just go now. Like someone says, oh, you want to go to this? I'm like, all right, go. We're going. Because then you gotta wait, and then people waste too much time, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible.
That's the thing. Like, there's just one saying. I love the saying now. It's like, yeah, when you waste money or whatever, all you do is lose money. But when you waste your time, you lose a part of your life.
Yeah.
Percentage.
Crazy stuff. But yeah, I think that's one of the things I learned in Vietnam too. Just be open to anything. Eating dog. I'm just kidding.
Did you actually
No,
eat
I'm
the
just kidding.
dog?
I'm just
Okay.
kidding. But yeah, I could have. I saw it on fucking rotisserie, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like, yeah, just like if someone asks you to go do something, just go do it. You never know what will happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just do it. Unless it's like super expensive.
Nice
Go
thing
freaking-
too.
Yeah.
Money. It's tough.
Yeah, I'm very irresponsible with my money.
Really?
Yeah, I've spent so much money on useless shit.
Like what?
Like I spent like $40 on apps.
Apps? Like games?
No. Like I bought the
Filmic Pro?
Yeah,
I like Filmic Pro though.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I bought that too. I'm not gonna lie.
In Master.
Oh, you got the pro version,
Yeah.
so you don't have the watermark.
Oh yeah, I used that. I used that the other day.
But you got the watermark on it.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't want to pay shit.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh wait.
You can't get rid of it.
No, I forgot. You can't. You don't have Apple, so you can't use iMovie.
I know. Yeah.
I don't know.
But-
Master is like superior to anything else on phone editing.
If you use your laptop, use HitFilm. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
Hit film.
Yeah, that's what I use.
Mhm.
I love it.
You ever heard of Resolve?
DaVinci.
Yeah.
But that's for color grading.
Yeah. My brother downloaded that and he uses it for his videos.
Oh yeah.
And his are pretty nice. And I'm like, I try to use it. I'm like,
What does he make?
huh?
What
Wait,
videos does he bring?
Like he just makes videos because he travels a lot, so he just
Oh,
makes.
he makes travel videos.
No, it's just aesthetic pics.
I was watching travel videos. I'm like, oh, should I make one of these? I'm like, no, I don't want to.
Yeah, but he just does travel stuff. He doesn't he just puts music over it.
Mm.
It's relaxing.
That's like 50% of what I do.
That's my thing to do. Like maybe the first week I actually kind of like vlogged or whatever. But I didn't like talking to the camera, and then like it's hard. Just, like
Get used to it, man.
No. I don't really care, but and then recording people too is like I want to do that. So I just like record stuff every day. I was recording, but I don't know. See, I don't know how I'm gonna put it together.
No, that's the fun part. It's like a puzzle.
Yeah. That's
But
that's
you don't know what the
is.
fucking pieces
Yeah,
are.
that's why I like editing. Yeah, it's very I just say cathartic.
Yeah. And you also don't want a person who like talks the whole time. Like, oh yeah, they just let's say you're going to Japan and they're like 80% of it is just the guy just like filming himself. I'm like, let me see the culture.
They always
Yeah,
like
something like that.
they always have like long slick back hair, so they're always like
Some guys, all that stuff.
I don't know. One thing that I found disturbing that I do is like the POV shot. Like a lot of the times it's the front in front of my face, right?
Yeah.
But then it's like me talking and looking around like the fucking phone is my head. I'm like, it's disturbing because I tried watching like that movie Hardcore Henry.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't fucking work. It doesn't let you
experiment.
what was it called, lie like in normal movies, like the 3D omniscient point of view.
There's no real establishment of the world because you're experiencing it like the character, which puts you in the mind of the character, but then
It just feels
you're just the character. You're not in the world, right? Like a normal movie does. You seen any movies recently? Except Godzilla, Gojira.
The only movie I've seen is Gojira. Have you seen it?
No,
I saw John Wick 3.
I did too.
Did you see the first 2014 Godzilla?
Yeah, they're all good.
Even the Warner's Brothers one?
Yeah,
Dude.
the one where it's like you don't even
With Bryan
see.
Cranston?
He doesn't
Yeah.
like
The
that.
one you
You don't like it?
He just wants to see them hustler.
Yeah,
What do you
like
mean the new one? I heard it was just like big boys fighting each other.
it was big boy for a second, and then the rest of the time it was just like this little girl, like trapped, and, like calling her mommy and daddy. And then I got my boy Godzilla over there getting his butt kicked, and I want to see the big monsters, man. That's what the movie was. It was like 90% of it was there's just a bunch of cutaways. Yeah, you got the monsters right there about to fight. I'm like, yes, oh my gosh.
And then they cut away.
And then,
when
like-
it's getting too expensive.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
throw the punch, and then they go to the humans. I'm like, you guys have the money.
But see, that's the thing. It's like it would be okay if the cutaway wasn't to like some cheesy melodrama, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And it's tough. Like with something like that, like I think it's tough directorially because yeah, with all the CG and stuff, like a lot of the animators do that. But as a director, you're still in charge of all that. So you obviously put a lot of focus into that stuff, but which puts like the human and melodrama stuff to the side as well. So it just makes both equally boring.
Bored.
Yeah.
Story number one. Story is king.
Mm-hmm.
Story is the lifeblood.
The story's pretty standard, but other than that, that's my only issue with it. The CGI was like beautiful. Like when you saw,
I remember that when I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
It was like,
And it had Claire de Lune too.
Like
So it's like,
how big they are. They scale it to how big they are. Like they're so huge, man. The monsters. But I wish I just saw more of the fighting and more of the monsters. But
well, there's more fighting in that one than the.
oh, there is.
14 one.
There is. I mean, I'll give it that. But still, they're like, okay, we'll give you a little bit more. We'll give you a little touch. And rather than
it's a tease. I hate teases.
Are you excited for Kong versus Godzilla?
I tell them about
yeah,
that.
I am.
That's
but
the climax. That's the end.
they better.
That's the end game.
Yeah.
That movie
Pretty
better,
much.
Yeah, that movie better answer all of our prayers because
Yeah,
the two biggest monsters of all time, dude.
because they're losing popularity in the box office. Like each one's making less and less money.
Yeah, so that movie better turn up.
One thing I didn't like about John Wick was he should have fucking died. There's no.
No,
way,
that's the thing at the
there's
end.
no way.
When he fell off the building, I was
no
like, okay.
real person should be able to fucking live.
No. Or it would be okay if he lived, but like he was like crippled, you know? He was like at the very last scene, are you pissed, John? And he's like, yeah! You know, like if he was just like like that, I'd be okay. But like he was like ready and like, nah, rest.
Like, holy shit. They needed to make that fall more believable.
He fell.
Oh yeah, he fell and he almost
Hey,
died.
don't say anything. All I know is he fell.
He didn't die. Spoiler, sorry.
Damn it, dude. It's okay.
Yeah, I got. Otherwise, that stuff is.
Oh yeah, they were in the library there. Beginning, remember? With the book?
Oh yeah. Oh. Hey, spoilers! Come on.
I just said book.
Oh. But you made a gesture. Oh, they can't tell.
So, you start college, man.
Yeah. My orientation is next Friday.
Oh yeah, because you missed the big one earlier.
It's been every week since
Oh, there's one every.
since like April.
Yeah, there's one every
Yeah.
Friday.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
I was gonna do one before I left, but then they were all booked every day. So. Or like the earliest one I could do was May 31st, and I was already gone. So.
I'm scared. My senioritis is already kicking in.
You don't really do much to senior. Like you just bull.
Senior year, I felt so good about myself because I got all A's and good grades, and all my teachers like.
But it was fake.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's when I realized I had this like a day of like disillusionment. And I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, most of the stuff it doesn't really matter, and then you're like, oh my god. And then like I was talking to people too, and like, oh, you know, these people that don't really like me either. And you're like, oof, you felt gross.
They
That
don't like
doesn't
you
matter. Now
What are you talking
you don't have to even look at him anymore.
See, that's the thing. And then I realized that too. So I'm like, then I was back to normal, you know?
You go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah. But then it's not just a hole. I feel like it's like a hole at first, and then it loops around, and then it's like thing. Like I was thinking about this, like you know, like for a long time, like I was just like I told Keith knows this, but like I was just. Keith has a business call.
Another business call. He's trying to make money.
But like, what I was saying is like, for a long time I was just like very, I guess, I hate to say it, but like surface level. You know, I was just like doing my thing. I was happy as a kid, but not really thinking about stuff. You know, not being introspective. And then I got to a point where that's all I was doing. You know, that I guess that's what happens in your teenage. You get all angsty and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you think about that stuff, and so I want to experience real emotions and all that, you know. So you want to feel sad and all that. But I guess I wasn't forcing myself, but I guess I was more open to it, which is good. But then you get to that, and you're like, and then you're like, oh, remember when you used to be happy and all that? Yeah. So you kind of loop back around. But now it's like it's different. It's like the thing where like it's like in movies where like they think the writer just made an easy choice, but then there's like no, they actually thought of all the options, but then they went back to it like no, sometimes the first one is the best one, right? But like it feels better when they looked through and they didn't just choose that as the easy one. That's how I feel now. Like before, like I felt a certain way, but then I went through the whole circle and back to that. But it's more nuanced now, right? Mm-hmm. That's how at least I feel.
You came back around and you learned and you knew and you have a new. It's like. The story, you know the story arc where it's the new world and you basically did that.
Dang.
You went back to the what is it called? The new old world, not new world. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. But it's different now. Forever changed, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's like in my favorite movie, Annihilation. Don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it's about that. Not just annihilation as the title says, but about change and all that stuff. When I saw that movie. It came out in January of 2018, and I went to the theater.
Jesus.
I went to the theater, and I saw it by myself at nighttime, Friday night when it came out, and it blew my mind. I was like, wow. And you probably won't have the same experience for you because I'm building it up right now. And you're like, oh, okay, anything like this movie, okay? Then you'll be like, wow, this movie fucking sucks. This guy, but like. I guess that's the thing too. It hit me at the right. This ever happened to you in movies? Like you see him at the right place at the right time, and it has
your life.
Yeah, and I feel that way about a whole bunch of things.
Endgame for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was the ending of this thing, and then it was.
I saw it with Keith.
It was the end of your childhood.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I've seen all of them since I was 6 years old. The first Iron Man. I remember May 2008. But. What was this? Oh yeah, but like that's the thing. Like I don't know, not just movies, but like. Sorry, Keith just came in. I didn't want to talk outside, with people.
Did you secure the bag? Did you get the job?
Oh no, that was my dad.
Hey, Keith.
My pops. Yeah. What are you guys talking about?
Marvel and
Oh, yeah.
more like movies. How movies reflect life.
Well, what I was saying is like this happens with movies, but I think it can apply to be like multiple things in life. Where it's like sometimes when like something you experience something at the right place in the right time, it holds a higher place in like your own like memory or like feelings. But then like it's I don't know if it's like an infatuation or like a false love or whatever, but like you loved it at this time. But then, like, if I saw Annihilation again, it probably won't have the same impact. Or like, I might think less of the movie. Like, you ever like, I've seen it and I loved it so much that I don't want to see it again because I might think less of it because the experience is the same, right? And I feel like sometimes that happens with certain things, or like people, like it's like not like a temporary love, but like sometimes it's just in the moment. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.
I feel like that with music mainly. Like I might have this catalog of like 200 songs, but then right now that song doesn't feel right, and then a month from now I listen to the whole thing again, and then that song's just that song's the shit. That's the bomb. That's all I want to listen to.
Yeah. That's what happens with music too, and movies too. Because what was it? With movies, like you were saying, like it happens right place, right time. What was it? What movie was it? Oh, it was the Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Oh yeah.
So when I first saw that in theaters, I was like, wow, all this stuff. So I had a DVD, and I watched
I
it.
remember you had a DVD.
Oh yeah, you saw it. And then
you love these big monsters, huh?
well, yeah, but
he is the big monster.
But it's just an example. But I rewatched it the other day, and like it was like watching it because I hadn't watched it for like a good 4 years or 5 years. I'm like, wow. But I agree with like if it makes you feel a certain way at a certain point in time, but I don't want to see it again because I make that decision. I don't want to see it again because I'm like I'll think less of it. I won't have the same feeling, and then I'll be like, oh, forget it. This movie is boring now. The same thing with music too. So,
well, I think this is a good segue into one of the things I want to talk about. How about you? And you've been in a relationship for now 5 years and all that. So yeah, how does you keep reinvigorating the circle?
Give us advice.
I'll give Knight some advice. Yeah,
I fucking fail.
it's okay. Failure is good. Imagine like if like you could have any girl you wanted, and then like you just like picked one, but then like it's so easy for you that you don't really like understand, right? I don't know.
Tell us, Keith. Tell us how that is.
well, it's just I mean, there's really no like solid advice. Like it's all on you.
Different, unique.
But like, it's just the best ones. Just come with obviously you're friends first. You have to be friends first. You like nowadays.
Otherwise, it ain't gonna work.
Yeah, or it can. Honestly.
It would be too quick because like you're becoming friends on the way, right? And so like and then you're like you come to a point where you're like, oh, I don't think we click as well, or like I think you're cool and all that, but we're not hitting that deeper
I mean, like for advice, like I don't have advice, but I can give experiences because that's all I know. So
that's all anyone does. That's the thing about advice. Like I don't know. For me, I have a problem with advice now because that's all it is. It's all everyone's advice is just based off their like pre-existing experiences, like you said. So like that's the thing, and like it's hard for people like when you tell them like to think or to feel a certain way, and you did, and like it's not cheaper, but like you're living vicariously through their own experiences and having your own. But whatever. Yeah. Sorry.
But no, that was a good point. I was gonna say something about it. But to go back to what you were saying. You just have to be friends first, obviously, right? No, but like, you kind of the best ones are the ones that you don't really like. You're not looking forward to. Like that sounds kind of weird.
Come out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like you stop looking and then they find you.
Like I don't know. It's your friends, or let's say he's a girl, or whatever, and we keep whatever. But no, okay, we were friends for quite a while, whatnot.
We've been friends for 4 years. And I think it's time to take this to the next level.
But then no, like it's the one you're like, okay, yeah, we're just friends. We have no feelings. But then feelings start to develop, and like it's just natural. Like those things come up, rather than like if you just look at a girl. Obviously, looks are.
Like, that's why I don't like crushes now. It kind of bothers me because like it's just like this infatuation with like Let's be honest, with their looks at first, right? You think they're cute, and so you're like, oh yeah, and then you start to talk to them. Like, well, this guy turns out to be pretty nice or whatever. But then, like, you didn't think that at first. Just be honest with yourself. I know you.
Oh, yeah. So obviously, looks play a role, whatever. But it's just long-term best ones are the ones that you just like really good friends first, because just think about it. Like you're friends, and then you develop feelings. Your friendship, all those qualities of your friendship, right? You like the same thing, or you like the same music, you like the same movies, you like doing the same stuff. That carries on into your relationship, right?
Instead of finding that on the way.
Comparing to finding it. You don't want to find it. You want to already have it. That's the thing. If you have another person and your friends, whatever, and it's just natural. Like, you're talking about movies, you're like, oh yeah, this and that. It's just a natural flow. And then when that translates into relationship, there's no problem. Like, you're like, oh, like, hey, what do you want to do today or whatever, or something like that. You have something to do because you like to do the same things, or you do the same things as if you were friends originally. But now you just put in a title. You're just saying that your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever the case may be. That's all it is. So I just think relationships we're just like really, really, really good friends, because we have a sense of
they're just your homie.
Your girl, your boy, whatever, they just have to be your homie. That's all it is. Like legit, they just have to be your homie. Rather than like pretending to be somebody for another person. Like, I mean, that's what we do.
I guess in English there's compromise, but I guess there's a difference between like compromise and then like hiding your true self and change.
And like
believing.
Obviously, like we're gonna act differently if we like somebody, or we're gonna try to portray ourselves as another like having different qualities that really aren't ourselves. Obviously, I mean, we all do it. I do it, but you have to be homies. That's the main goal. You gotta be homies, because if you don't, then that's when things spill and problems can enter. But even then, friends can have problems too. That's where you have to take into account as well. Not everything's a smooth line. You probably already heard, things go up and down, but I mean that's just how it is.
What? Sorry, it's a habit now.
No, yeah. But
why are you looking? I'm just looking.
Your thoughts.
Oh, so you're saying basically you can't chase. You can't look. You can't.
I hate these chases.
Like change yourself for these people. You just gotta let it happen. You gotta fall into the.
You just let it happen.
Fall in love.
No, but
you just gotta.
Yeah,
just let destiny and fate just
don't chase.
Do with you.
Just don't chase.
Yeah, there's too many chasers out there, bro.
I mean, man, you just don't chase. You let life take its course. You let everything just like flow, right? If you're not talking to any girl right now, or a boy, whatever, if you're a girl,
or if you're a boy,
or if you're a boy,
or if you're a boy,
or whatever.
Or if you're
we're inclusive.
Fluid.
Yeah. If you're not talking to anybody, that's okay. Like, you just don't want to be in that mindset of I have to be in this, or I have to do this because my friend is in a relationship, or it's the cool thing to do. Like,
See, that's the thing. Like,
the cool thing.
I think with our friend group, that's what happened. Like, it was either me or someone before, but like, I started, and then it was just like dominoes, and then everyone was.
Yeah, it was. It was because of the fucking gun thing.
Oh my god!
It was the gun thing.
So we just censor it, but yeah. So like,
you don't have to name the
okay.
person.
So no. It's a.
What was it? You?
No. So it was either me or maybe Isaac, because Isaac's the first one who got a date. Remember, for homecoming.
Yeah, but I don't think it would be Isaac, because Isaac, like, I didn't know that Isaac had a thing until like it happened.
Oh well. I don't know what happened, but like this year for me and the friends I hang out with at school, like it was just like dominoes. Where like first it was just girls and crushes and all that, but then it's like starting getting relationships, and then there's dates and all that. But like I don't know, yeah. And I guess it climaxed in January.
It climaxed at prom.
Oh yeah, I guess
the beginning.
No, I guess like
the beginning was
like
the gun
we
thing.
hit the go in January, and then it climaxed in prom.
And then it just fucking.
And then it's like colossal, boom. And there was no like angle. There was no angle. It was just down for all of them.
Yeah,
except me.
Okay.
But like, why is that though? Why do you say like it went down?
Well, see, because that's the thing. I think what you're
because-
saying. I think most of it was just a chase. It was just like it was too, not surface level.
Everyone was looking.
Okay.
So one person, I don't know who, someone, maybe you. Let's blame Anthony. It was Anthony's fault for all of this happening. So Anthony got a crush on someone.
No, they got a crush on me, and then
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
whatever.
Blah blah
Someone
blah.
got girl drama, and then everyone's like subconsciously, is like, I want to do this. This seems.
Well, I think what it does, it hits their subconscious and
fucking
their want. See, because everyone's like, no, bachelor life is cool, and I think I'm the only one that's like, no, bachelor life is cool. But then they were all sad boys,
Yeah.
And then like, oh, I think they kind of made me a sad boy.
No. I think the thing that propelled, like, that led it to be, that GR thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing that led to like talking and all this gossip, and gossip was the engine behind all
See,
this.
dude, I hate. Yeah, I felt like we became so. What I didn't like about like certain
Like
people.
about society.
Yeah, gossip, chasing, all these things. Because you know what, like you said, this chasing thing, it's like that thing where like like when you want to be a certain way, so like you think that, but I'm conflicted about this too. So sorry, this might be a bit of a ramble. Maybe you gotta like listen to this like 4 times, you listeners. But like, all right, I'm gonna just say it. But like, yeah, you're chasing something. So like, in order to like do that, you got to change, right? But then it's almost like a lie that you have to believe. But you actually have to believe the lie for it to become a thing. And then you live in that lie so long, and like you're like marinated that you actually become that, right? And then you look back and you're like, whoa, I actually did change. And so like on one hand, I think this is good because like you're not yourself, right? You're living for these other things, but at the same time, that's what you need for change. Because like I feel like one of the things I'm afraid of most in life is like just stagnancy. These things are just
Complacency.
Yeah, still right. So I'm open to this perpetual state of change that is what we call life. And so like I'm like I guess that's the thing where it's okay, I think I understand it now. This is the man-made believing a lie change, but then there's the natural change that just comes, like you were saying, and that's the thing, like Frankenstein, right? If you make the monster, it's gonna kill you, but then these natural monsters, like King Kong or Godzilla, they're okay, they're tight.
They're the homies.
yeah. Okay, I just figured it out. Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, I just learned that there's a saying for what we were talking about. It's
just right now.
No, I'm gonna backtrack before you hold. Whatever that was.
I don't know what that was.
The realization.
In the water, apparently. That's what old people call it.
What?
In the water. Like, something happens, and then it just spreads among people just naturally.
Oh.
Like, I don't... Like, this is the only other example I have. But, like, at work, one person got pregnant, and then now everyone's pregnant.
Because they want to be...
It's just...
have that
It's
kid.
just in the water. It just... For some reason, the universe is like...
I think that's what happened with my dad's side of the family. Because, yeah, like, all my cousins were around the same age. So, like, there's my generation, then there's my brothers, or my brother and my cousin. They're born the same year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have 2 cousins that were born 1 year earlier and 1 year after. So we're all right there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have my littlest sister and then my other cousin that they're the same age. So, like, yeah, when one gets pregnant, the other one does too.
Yeah. Dude, that was intense. But no, everything we're talking about, like that, has a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So
Maybe someone will learn one day.
Hopefully I learn. I want to learn. That's why I do this,
We're doing this for us, not you, viewers.
Like, honestly, like, sometimes I need to voice my thoughts or, like, write it down or something because, like that thing where I didn't really understand before, but then when I said it, I'm like, oh, there it is. Synthesis, right?
Yeah.
Or, like, what are the neurons? They're firing. They're starting to link together, right? You guys can't see I'm, like, dancing, but...
yeah. Yeah, one of the problems I had before, just as like a person, was like just not getting your like thoughts out or like ideas out.
Mm-hmm. That's how
Like
I felt too.
I felt like I was too prideful. I was like, oh no, I'm okay. I had to always put like a
Facade.
yeah, like I had to put this like just image to people like, oh yeah, like
You had to be the Keith they thought you were, right? You had to...
Not the Keith you were.
reminds me of Batman.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
But no, like, it's just, I always kept like thoughts to myself, like, or if I was like stressed out or I was sorry. I'm scratching. You can't see me. I'm scratching my back right now.
If you need a hand, just let us
we
know.
need to do the ASMR.
Yeah.
But
But like, what was I saying?
about sharing.
Yes, sharing. Yeah, it was just like I felt too prideful. I was like, I can fix every one of my problems myself.
I can fix that.
Yeah, I can,
Like-
I can fix that.
Sorry, if you guys never seen Holes,
You gotta, yeah. But I always felt prideful. I always kept my thoughts to myself. I was like, if I had a problem with something, I was like, oh no, it'll go away. But like,
It doesn't go away.
yeah, like
It lingers forever.
sometimes you just need to talk about it.
Mhm.
Like, you can't just keep it in your but then sometimes as well, I get like, I don't know, just because I had that sort of like mindset, and then when I try to reach out to a friend or whoever else, family member, who obviously looks like they're like in some sort of like mess or like trouble in their head,
Mm-hmm.
like I get kind of hesitant because I see myself there. Because if somebody asked me before, like, oh, dude, what's wrong? I'm like, I get kind of like pissed. I don't know why. It was just, I don't know.
Defensive. It's like
Defensive.
nothing's wrong with
Nothing's
me.
wrong, dude. Like, you always keep asking me what the hell is wrong, all of that. So I get kind of hesitant sometimes trying to ask people, like, hey, you alright? Or whatever. And
It's because people don't want to acknowledge that they're fucked up.
See, that's what I thought. I had this one thing where I
that's
thought
the-
to
that's
myself,
the
I feel like
weakness.
we're all more anxious than we care to admit, right?
Uh-huh.
Like there's this, we all got things. And I think that's the thing I realized. Like we talked about this, but like before I didn't really like to share my feelings or stuff like that.
yeah, like,
And now we're sharing it publicly.
Yeah, like when I was in high school with you guys, whatever. Yeah, like sometimes not gonna lie, it was kind of your
My sophomore year,
sophomore year.
sometimes I was a sad boy.
And sometimes like your junior year too, like
Oh my god.
We weren't-
Don't even talk about junior year, guys. I hate junior year.
What was wrong with that?
I don't know what's wrong with me. Honestly.
yeah,
It was you learned.
Yeah.
you learn, yeah, but
Well, that's what I was telling you.
You have to be sad
when
to
you're
be
on
happy.
your when you're on your business call. I was telling the listeners tonight about this whole circle of things. Right? Yeah, I was
Life.
cool, but then I was not cool. But then and then I circled back to being cool.
But now he's different forever.
But it's a sort of thing where it's more like nuanced now, right? So like the way I articulated it was like I was not, I hate to say surface level, but yeah, I was just happy-go-lucky and going. But then like I was in this thing where like, oh my god, and you get kind of down and down and down and down.
Uh-huh.
But then it's like a sort of thing where it's like I need to feel these sort of things to experience, right? But then like I didn't like to share, so it was just it wasn't good for me. And then you remember, oh yeah, I used to be happy, so you kind of circle back around. But now that it's like this, it's like like I said, more nuanced, different. But
He had a great awakening.
Keith was there when I was. He'd ask me like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah," like what he said. That was me.
I was hesitant. I was like, just
Get away from me.
like sometimes I just wanted to ask like, yo, you right? Something like that. Sometimes he didn't come off. I was like, yeah, I'm all right, whatever. But like,
I just hit him.
I could tell he was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm all right. You could just.
And then I turned aside.
It's like I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but
I didn't know you until last year. I didn't know anyone until last year. I was a lone boy.
I used to talk to you your freshman year. It's like, oh, you should join jazz. And you're like, oh no, I like robotics.
Oh yeah, I was a nerd.
And then sophomore year, or your sophomore year, it's okay. We started talking, and then it's towards the end of the year, like I found your YouTube channel.
Yeah, I posted one.
Yeah,
Oh.
and you're
Disgusting.
in jazz too. Yeah, and then this year.
Explosions.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a weird thing, sharing. That's the thing too. Like, yeah, you want to ask people, but then sometimes you gotta wait for them to open up to you too, right? But it's like a thing. I don't know. It's a weird thing about opening up.
Mm-hmm.
But once I did start being more
Open.
to opening up, I guess you'd say, it felt good, Like it was cathartic, and also at least for me, maybe it's because I have a big mouth or something. But when I talk, like it happened before, it kind of makes me understand things better. I don't know.
It's good to have a big mouth, though. You don't want, well, it's got to be a good mouth. You don't
Yeah,
pause. But you don't want to.
you can't just be an ass.
You don't want to be a person that. I'm not gonna say the name, but
Just say it. We'll beep it out. I'm just kidding.
but
Oh shit! Oh no!
nah. But yeah, man, that's like a weakness. Like not a weakness, but well, in my eyes, it is. People think like
I
it's
feel
a
like,
weakness, but it's a way to learn. Like,
That's the thing too. Yeah, I think that one of the bravest things you can do is show that you are vulnerable, right?
yeah,
Because we all are. So the more you try to hide it,
that's how you evolve.
you instead of like covering something like to shield something with like metal or something strong,
Metal.
you're just like covering with like plastic. It's just it's
see through.
you're covering it, but yeah, it's see through. It's shit.
You still have to have that boundary, the limits. You can't just be completely 100% open.
It's
Because then people get uncomfortable.
that's the thing too. You know, you can be vulnerable, but then like there's some people out there that like
They just tell you everything.
they just tell you everything
They tell you
right
too
off the
much.
bat,
Yeah.
and it's like either you accept me or you don't, or else I hate you, right? And,
Yeah.
and that in itself is like a way of like a defense mechanism, like okay, I didn't need to know all that, right?
And you need to like vary your openness depending on the person, like how
And the
how well you
situation
know.
too, you know.
Because some people will
Like-
just be telling you like the most dramatic shit that happened to them, and then you talk to them for like one fucking day. It's like
I know,
what
yeah.
the hell?
That's weird too. I always think about this too. Like, I think it's inherent in life that we're gonna have like these temporary like friendships or relationships, right? Like these people you only know for a certain amount of time.
Mhm.
But like I think some people like that just make that like in their head that makes them like just like already like closed off. Like, oh, we're not gonna ever talk again, so why not talk now? But like at least for me now, I just talk to people. It doesn't matter if I'll see them again or not. Just like make
You just
connections. Like at FJM.
Like you were saying.
Yeah,
Just
get
do.
ready at FJM. Just talk to people, because like my
And you make friends.
my junior year, yeah, I just hung out with Tyler basically, and we were just screwing around. But then
Sad boy.
my senior year at FJM, like I didn't want to hang with the Clark people too much, so I just talked to all these sorts of people, and it was a good experience, at least for me.
Yeah, like I wish I had that mindset or that I have right now. Just you just gotta talk to people, because I talk to anybody now, like whoever it is. And yeah, like you were saying with the FJM stuff like that, because all those kids, you know, or people in general, if you go to like a group, you know, class or whatever, everyone has the same mindset. Nobody is different in the sense that everyone is there, and everyone has a fear of talking to the person because they think they're gonna come off as annoying, or they're gonna come off as like intrusive, whatnot.
Mhm.
Everyone has that fear, but then once you talk to me, you know, I feel I don't know, I feel important, right? I feel somebody notices me.
Yeah, 'cause
Right,
I think
and
that's
so-
all we want. We all just want to be just acknowledged,
But-
you know.
That, you know, people have just that belief that, you know, oh, I'm gonna come off as annoying. Obviously, you don't want to tell your whole life story to them the
Yeah.
first time. Like if I meet you for the first
Because
time,
then you scare him away.
yeah, he or she, it, whatever.
It's
Yeah.
fluid.
No, but yeah, like you just gotta do it, and like obviously you have to have good intentions and whatnot, but you know, like you were saying, you just do things now. You just talk to people because
Do
like
things, just talk to people.
Because you don't know what would happen.
yeah, there's like this invisible restriction in life that you can't do anything because it's gonna make another person feel a certain way. When in reality, that person doesn't like care at all, whatever. Like
That's how I feel about like hopeless things. Like yeah, like a lot of things that like make me like I think about it like oh my god, or you stress out about that, but then you think about it like no one else really cares, or maybe a few people care, and then that's the thing where it's like
yeah, like
I don't.
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just think about like right now we can do whatever we want because it's like we're no one's, right?
yeah,
I guess no one's
uh-huh.
in our life. But like when you get, I'm just thinking about like celebrities and when they have what can they do? Because they can't just say whatever they want now.
Oh well,
that's
I
what
used to think
sucks.
about that too. I used to like
Yeah,
Unless
not
you're Keanu
that's
Reeves.
what.
be like anxious about that. Where like yeah, when you feel like the eyes are on you, like I always felt like I was like just the ultimate choker or whatever, especially when the eyes are on me or whatever. So like. But then that's the thing where like I just like realized like you know even though some people might have their eyes on me, most people they don't really care what I'm doing. So I just try to have my own vision, right?
Maybe it just takes more thought on.
Or like I realized that like maybe I'm acting like an idiot, but we're all idiots. And so once I realize that, then it's okay.
Yeah, like I don't know if like we have a group of friends when we go to like a movie or we go this or that, like, and we're all like we're not like pretty loud or we're just kind of acting goofy, like.
Yeah.
I mean, that's when I'm like, like who cares? Nobody cares. Like,
Oh,
but when people obviously gonna care a bit. Like they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, shut up. But they can either move or they can, they're gonna forget about it the next day.
Yeah, I remember at one of the bulls, so like, we were going rowdy at the sushi restaurant, and then remember the guy behind us, he's like, "You touched my leg."
Yeah, because was it Matt or Justin or someone?
No, it was Ben. Ben came in
like got
and
out
like,
and then like tried to get back to his seat, and then
Yeah.
he touched him.
Yeah, you touched my leg.
it was more like that.
Yeah.
My leg.
Well, you were in Vietnam, but when we did when
You guys hung out without me?
cooked the
Pork.
whatever the fuck, the bacon shit.
Yeah.
When we were at Walmart, like all these old people just kept like being mean to us for no reason.
Dang, you needed me there. I would have been your filter.
I don't know. They looked at us bad. They said negative comments.
Like what?
What?
Oh, it's like, are you guys gonna be done soon? Like when we were checking out and we were paying, and it was like, are you gonna be done soon?
I
And it's like, you just got in line and we're paying.
Yeah. But at that point, you'd be smarter than them and be like, yeah, we're gonna be done soon. Just be
Kill him
patient.
with kindness.
Be patient.
Just say no.
Actually, no.
No, we're not gonna
pay. Be patient. You can go to another person. That's it. I'm just like, what the heck, man? But
I'm gonna start doing that. Just saying things people wouldn't expect, like to that, like are you gonna be done soon? And no one says no.
Well, see, that's what I think about those sort of situations. Like,
It's like, what
where like people like they stop being polite, like, oh hey, you want to sign my yearbook? And like, no, and you're like, oh, and then what are you supposed to do?
That's what happens.
Right, or just like other stuff like that.
I say that a lot as like jokes, but then everyone I tell them to knows that it's a joke, so it doesn't work.
Dang.
Yeah.
So you gotta change your image. But you can't.
Reputation.
Oh yeah, reputation. Like,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts? I was telling me some thoughts about reputation. What do you think about reputation?
I don't know. So far, my reputation of being a bumbling idiot is very negative in my pursuits.
reputation of idiot.
Like most people
Just
who don't
goofy,
really know me
goofy.
well just think I'm
Goofy.
Why do you know that?
like stupid kid. I don't.
Exactly.
Mm.
See, that's what I thought
You
too.
don't know that.
It's what I think people think of me.
And see, and that's what I thought too.
And then that puts you in a box, and then you put up that metal wall and not the plastic one, and then, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. And but it's like it's a self-imposed box. It's not even like a box that society's put on you. It's like that's the worst kind, the one that you put on yourself.
But then there's no way you can learn what people think of you.
That's what
unless you ask them.
That's what I realized because like
You
I used to
ask
think
like random people.
like,
You just don't.
or I thought about how people thought of me, but then
So you
it's
just
my
gotta not
projection.
care,
That's what it is. You just have to you're not
give two shits.
Nobody's a superhero. You can't always think about what other people. You can't always please everybody too, and so, like you said, you can't think about what other people think of you because it's just impossible. So to put that title on yourself, it sucks. You don't want to say, people think me as a goofy kid, and then I asked you like, well, how do you know? And you're like, well, I don't know.
I never thought about that.
I put up an Instagram poll, and everyone said I was goofy.
There you go. But yeah.
So all their TVHs are TVH, you're goofy. And you're like,
No. But I think you have to take in what people think of you to a certain extent. Like like he just became like 100% asshole in his junior year. And then he finally figured it out, and then he changed himself. So like,
see, that's where I had a conflicting thing about change, or like change is good and bad. Where it's like, I don't know.
You gotta know what's
you
good
gotta
and bad.
observe,
and that's when observing comes in, and that's when you kind of have to be smarter. In that way.
Like that's what I wanted to more be observant.
When people say, "Oh, you can do anything in your life, honey," when your mom tells you can do whatever you want.
No.
There's like a kind of a restriction. Like, you need to do whatever you want for the good of yourself and everybody. Not gonna hinder your health. Not gonna hinder your personality.
It's like the difference between like selfishness and self-interest, right?
Yeah, and same thing with like when people say this country is free or everything is free. Like no, like there's certain freedom of speech. There you go. But
it's just our amount of privilege, I guess, compared to the rest of the world is just like higher, but it's not perfect.
Yeah, and so man, U.S. kind of sucks sometimes, but
This is good.
it is good. Yeah.
We're like the cultural leader around the world.
It is. It's true. Yeah. Even though, like I said, most of them don't speak English, like they know of.
They watch the same stuff we do.
Yeah.
Just like how we watch anime sometimes. Or like horrible dubbing. But what I thought about recently is like that reputation thing. And then like that what was that movie that came out? The like Big Little Big some shit. This girl, like this bossy bitchy boss girl.
Oh, Little. It was just called Little.
It was just called Little?
Yeah.
That was produced and directed by the little girl.
She didn't direct it.
Oh, maybe it was just produced. I don't know. But like, holy shit. What are we doing? That makes me think of like all the child
you
people.
gotta be careful with producer credits because some people would
just give money and then do nothing.
and then they get producer credit. And then you have some people who are there every day on set, actually
help creative stuff.
a creative force, and they're only a producer credit, which kind of sucks.
But then you have people like Kevin Feige. He's a producer, but he fucking.
Well, he probably goes to set like once, but because that's the thing too. Like
he's so busy.
The amount of discretion within the producer category is so much that it's so hard.
Like, what's a producer?
Yeah, because like you say a director or DP or something like that, you understand.
You know what they're doing.
But producers like everything else basically.
Yeah. But okay, where did we go from that? Okay.
Oh, reputation.
Rewind.
Okay,
No.
relax.
So like, you see all those people who are just like succeeding, and then it makes me think of like what we're doing right now. It's like, is this grinding really worth it?
Mm-hmm.
And is it gonna succeed, or are we just wasting all of our time? You don't know until you either fail or succeed.
It's a weird thing too, like comparative thinking. That's what I always try to refrain myself from. You see these other people succeeding and all that, and you think to yourself. But I guess it's good to have some reflective qualities. But like I don't know, there's a difference between like self-reflection and then comparison. I feel like.
Yeah, I also think that the saying that everything happens for a reason, like that is true. Like everything you go through in like this, what we're doing right now, and like what you're learning or what you like right now, it has a purpose and whatnot. And so even if like you think it's like I'm not getting anywhere or whatnot, you're still learning from that. You're learning in a way that you realize that maybe this isn't for me, or maybe I'm not doing enough. You learn from that. You evolve. You do more. And then from there, it's just there's just so many things that people view as I'm like failing, whatever. Like you're really not failing. You're just learning. You're like learning from things.
You're learning the hard way.
It's like
Yeah. Go
ahead. It's like changing your mindset from like things are happening to you to things are happening for you, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like just everything you do, right, and the results you get from that all play a purpose, right? They can tell you a certain thing to do or keep doing what you're doing, right? So
there are no coincidences.
Everything happens for a reason, right? It's just right. If you didn't get something you wanted, it's probably because you did not enough or you did it the wrong way. Next time you go back, maybe you fail again. You keep finding it, but it all happens for a reason.
Or there's like a different opportunity you didn't see, and maybe you wanted this, but actually what you really needed is this.
Exactly, yeah. So that's all it is. It's just learning. People failing isn't like I don't know. I don't like that word. I consider it just learning.
Yeah, failure is learning. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Instead of just like you failed, or no, I didn't make that cut, or I didn't make the audition, or this and that. Like it's not failing. It's just you weren't. You don't have the qualifications right now, but you learn from it. So that's it. That's all it is.
my Allstate director, the Cocoa Puff.
Cocoa Puff?
His real name's Cocho, but I call him
The Cocoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He failed one of like his first audition, and then he got the gig to play at the White House. And I'm like, well, that works out.
Exactly.
So sometimes that shit happens where you fail in order to.
You fail upwards.
No, I don't know if it was upwards, but like it was upwards. But like you fail so you can go this way, and then this way is how you're gonna succeed. And
Yeah.
you didn't know that until it happened.
That's what I'm saying.
You just have a roadmap right now, and you're just going through it, and like, literally, life is literally just taking you through it, either through the bad things or good things, because you got to go through bad things in life, because
Otherwise, you're not gonna.
how else are you gonna grow, right?
That's what I was saying,
You're
right?
gonna be a little baby.
If everything was just like easy and good for you, like there's in a relationship, if you could just get anyone you wanted, then it doesn't really matter who you get, right?
Yeah. How's that feel, kid?
No, but yeah, like, even with like the good things, like every good thing requires not a bad
bad.
thing, but like a little bit, yeah. But I don't consider it bad. I consider it just like, I don't know, just another stair you gotta climb. That's all. That's all it is.
Maybe there is no good or bad things. Maybe it's just perspective.
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah, there's like when we say about rules, there's not really rules. There's no good and bad. It's just what we think is good and bad, right?
There's
It's
only
what
guidelines.
we've been conditioned to think is good and bad. I think.
Yeah, like, I mean, this may
What
get,
society tells you is good and
this
bad.
may be controversial, but like you know, would it like just obviously no,
Relax.
I-
Listeners,
that's
listeners,
controversial.
get back in your seat, listeners, please. Everything is okay.
No, like, obviously myself, just gonna put it, yeah, like, obviously I don't condemn any, violence, or I don't support that and all that stuff. But like, it's crazy to see how society has portrayed and labeled certain situations and acts as like violent or as evil, rather than, just, I don't know. It's just so weird. Like,
I think
somebody portrayed that, or is it? Have we just been? Is that just how we are, or is just society just like?
Well, see, I think it's both. Sometimes I think that society they're playing into our subconscious things, and they kind of like amplify it instead to make it seem bad. Right?
Society's so far up in us that we don't even know it's there.
Yeah, because like in the wild, like a lion, that guy just like goes ham on like another deer or whatnot, right? And they're just killing the hell out of
Are
it.
you a lion?
Deer.
But like but with humans, like like if you shoot a person,
It's bad.
Like it's just terrible. But like in the wild, in nature, that's just how it is.
Well, see, that's what I was thinking about. What I wanted to say about what you were saying before about like how everything happens for a reason. Like, I think about this a lot. With, like basically these ideas of like there's two bases of thought: free will and determinism, right? Where everything happens for a reason, where you have your choice. And I guess what we do as people is that we like to say we have more free will in that sort of situations, right? But I don't know what's real or not, and if there is something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't know where I was going. But I just think that way about, and especially in our society, like, I don't want to sound like a pervert or anything, but like, about like sex. Everyone, like, in our society, like, it's so, like, taboo to, like, think or talk about, right?
But then everyone.
But everyone does!
Yeah, everyone thinks about it. Everybody, whatever. People have desires. People have certain opinions about it. It's just like...
But, like...
It's because kids exist.
But that's another thing I was going to say. It's because, there's people who are minors and whatnot, and...
You don't want them to
You don't want
be
them...
pre-exposed.
Yeah, you don't want them to, have the mindset of just like, I can talk about wherever I want, so it's okay. I'm going to go, to this girl first night, we bang, whatever. Right? But then, yeah, once you get to an age, people still, like, get kind of, like, freaked out. Even me, too. Like, I don't want to talk about it with certain people, but I don't know. I don't know why that is.
I don't know. Like, a lot of bad things have... It's not just all bad. There's good, like, violence. There's good violence, like protests and revolutions and all that jazz. Without violence, all the good things are birthed out of violence, and all the bad things are too. But You know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. There's like this whole dichotomy to everything. You can't have the good without the bad.
Yeah.
People just blanket statement everything, you know?
I know.
Generalize. Well, see,
Like
I think
like charities are good, but in reality, you give money and then corporate people are just taking it.
I know.
Mhm.
It sucks, but it's just that's just how it is, unfortunately. But
Go, Anthony.
I could go in so many directions. You ever think that? Like, yeah,
You see the lines in front of you.
Mhm.
You're
But
trying
then it's
to
like
see where they end.
I've said this before. It's like 1,000 tiny little deaths because you chose that one. So boom, boom, they're all gone. Boom, boom, they're all gone. I don't know what I was gonna say. I do know. I was gonna say a few things, but I don't think have time. You guys been sitting here listening to this? If you're still listening, who listens after like the first 10 minutes? Sometimes I look at our analytics and like and they listen to the first 10 minutes.
That's what I look at my analytics.
And then you're like,
and then it's like spike first 10 seconds.
yeah.
And then it stays steady. And it just jumps up and down. That's the reason I got into the whole like thinking of like
Does anything I do matter?
Yeah, that shit. Like the grind doesn't matter. Was like my subscribers are going up.
But your views
But
and
my
your watch
views
time?
are going down. I'm like, that's not how it fucking works. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I think it's
And then it's also like all my shit, like some random ones, just because it has a good title. Like it's not the best.
Like
one.
my Spider-Man Homecoming one.
Yeah, it just gets a bunch of views for just because you got lucky, and then all the videos are getting better and better, except this new one sort of, but like they're getting better, and then the ones in the past that were worse did better, and I'm like, and then it justifies that whole like burnout thing that everyone's talking about. It's like,
see, that's the thing.
you're putting in all the work, but then you're putting in more work, and then you're getting less return, and then it just fucks with your morale.
I think about that too. Like this might be nerd stuff. Sorry, peoples, but like if you look at like the course of a filmmaker's career and all that, you can see where they're at their peak and they're making stuff that's good. But there's the early stuff, there's their peak stuff, and then there's stuff after where they kind of get burned out and old, right? And so it's a thing where like a lot of filmmakers will take 3 or 4 years and then they'll make a project, and then it's okay. But then you have some where it's like. They just went one after the other, right?
Yeah, but if it's like a Kubrick,
but then there's
all fucking good.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing where I was about to say. The exception to that, one of the exceptions is Kubrick, and that's because he didn't make a movie every 12 years, if you think about it. So like he made the last movie
It took him a fucking long
Eyes
time.
Wide Shut was in 1999.
Uh-huh.
The last movie he made before that was Full Metal Jacket all the way in 1987.
Holy
and then
shit.
the one he made before that was The Shining in 1980. So he takes long ass breaks.
I guess Tarantino does that too, but not like that long. It's like
His
3
was
or
like
4 years,
like
5 years.
like 4 to 6 years in between
Yeah.
there.
That's still a long time.
Yeah.
When people are like popping out a movie every other year.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing too. Sometimes, but sometimes you want people to be like, "Oh, I love you. Just make more movies."
Yeah.
But then like you're like, "Oh, I guess you shouldn't do that."
Because then it, the more the quantity goes up, the quality goes down.
Mm-hmm. Well, to circle this back to what you were saying is about that though. So you've been making so much stuff that you're in the bubble, right? So maybe maybe you do need a break or something, or doing something else. You know, the podcast, our stuff.
Yeah, I took this week. I didn't make anything this week.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was also thinking about like, people post like 2 videos a day.
2 videos a day,
And then it's like, it's less than this one person who posts like
once a week.
video like a week.
Yeah.
And then they're getting less views out of the 2, like for 14 videos.
It's 'cause
they're getting less views than, it's because there's too much that people just start choosing which ones they want to see.
See, I think about that on like Instagram too. Like sometimes you
Yeah.
go in there and some people they'll post like every day,
And then you
and then
you
some
stop
people they
liking
post like
it.
yeah.
And then, I don't want to say any names, but like,
I can just bleep it out.
yeah, okay, so like,
Why are you afraid?
I don't know,
You have control. You have the control.
Someone, they post. This guy. He posts every day, and then he has like 1,500 followers,
Uh-huh.
and then he gets like 20 likes. And I'm
20
like,
likes.
What the fuck? It's because of the scam game where people just follow people
Mhm.
and they follow you, right? and then they unfollow you. So they
Oh, see, that's with me,
so
like,
they get the numbers like sky high, and I'm like, what the hell? But for some reason, girls just exist, and then they
Yeah. Girls always get more likes than guys.
I don't.
Are you
Why?
jealous or something?
No, I
Do you wish your girls
I
could get more
I wish it
subscribers?
was just that easy, because people just like this girl that my friend. She just fucking like eats a hamburger on camera, posts testing the McDonald's menu or some shit, and then gets like 5,000 views. I'm like, what the fuck?
See, I think about that, like, you do these clickbait things, right? But then, like, sometimes I find myself, like, I get curious, because, like, the clickbait thing, it does catch your eye, you're like, oh. And you're like, no, I shouldn't do it. But at the same time, I'm so curious.
But it's like, it leads to, oh shit.
You can't leave your outside.
But it leads it leads to temporary success, but not long-term success. You know,
I think it's
the
the thing too.
trailblazers are the ones who go big. Like that Mr. Beast guy. He did something different where he's just giving away a bunch of money, and then people copy, and then they get big, right? Because he made the new trend.
I
right?
think about that,
but
too.
they're gonna die, and then they're gonna slowly fade out while the main guy is gonna evolve and renovate. And
Well,
whatever.
like, I don't know if this ever happened to you guys, but you ever see, like people or like your friends, like, they kind of start to do things that you do or whatever, and they're like, oh.
In the water.
Yeah, it's in the water. It disperses, right? Like, you see someone, and I do the same thing too. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too,
But
yeah.
but like you see that, and then like it's like a progression sort of thing. So like
Trends.
Yeah, these trends, or you see other people doing it, and sometimes it fades, and then sometimes the people they build on it though, right? So and that's the thing. Like you know, like they say, like everything that's ever been thought of or said has already been thought of or said, right? So like some people say, what's the point of that? But then like you can add your own thing. It's all synthesis.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think about that too. But Keith, I guess to wrap you into this, what are your goals? Because you have made a new fitness account. Plug yourself,
You
bro.
joined.
Plug yourself.
Wait, you're supposed to do that at the end.
Oh.
Wait, we didn't let Matt
Oh, whatever.
plug
I
himself.
still talk about it.
All right, go. Yeah.
Go, plug yourself right now.
Okay, sorry. I hate when people are like, all right, do this, right? Because then you're like, oh. All right,
Do
so
it.
Let's wrap you into this. So yeah, what are your thoughts about this?
Content-
What are your
content creator
ambitions
world.
with this?
Well, obviously, like you guys put it, it's a new fitness account. It's called FuegoFit. The name's cheesy, but you know it's
It works. It's catchy. The
catchy.
alliteration.
Yeah, it's catchy for me, and I like it. So if you don't, you know, that's okay.
That's his vision.
Yeah. But anyways, I don't know. Obviously, you know, I'm in college and I'm going to become a physical therapist. And I really like exercise and really like nutrition. I just love advocating for
Health.
just health, like healthy
And
just
wellness, right?
health, wellness, all that good stuff, right? Just whatever. And so I made the new account, FuegoFit, and pretty much in the first video, it spells everything I'm gonna do, but it's just a way for me. It's mainly
It's your outlet.
It's your outlet for your passion.
It's mainly a way for me to just practice. That's like what it is. And you ask for ambition, like obviously I want to help. That's like the main goals too. But another thing too is I just want to practice just like explaining stuff or just getting my ideas out. Because like if you're interested or follow the fitness industry, it sometimes is very like it's misleading, right?
Clickbaity,
you know,
like we're saying.
clickbait, stuff like that.
Clickbaity.
You know, people who have like 1 million followers, they say, "Oh, eat whatever." You know, eat
Intermittent fasting.
Intermittent
Yeah,
fasting.
no carbs or
No-
only carbs.
only carbs, or and like some of that's true, some of that doesn't apply to certain people and stuff like that. So I'm using this as sort of a way to sort of expose that a bit, but a way just for me to practice for my
Talking
own
to
passion, talking to people, reaching out, and just, you know, if people aren't interested, go ahead. But, you know, for the people who are interested, it's just a way for them to realize, hey, oh, my back's hurting, or oh, my stomach's not feeling good, or I don't like the way I look, I don't like the way I perform. Well, this is a way to just sort of just help them.
Are you sure see a nice face?
Right? Like this is one of like thousands of fitness accounts that are out there, but like I made this so, you know, mainly for close friends as well, just a way to help out and just practice. That's what it is, really. And go into what about the content or whatever, like being stagnant or whatnot. Like for me, right now the goal isn't to be like, you know, a million followers or whatnot. This or whatever. Like I said,
It's just to do.
It's just to do something to do as well, because in this this is the summer and I'm just super bored because school's
Yo,
out.
that's what everyone's saying. Now that I'm back, it's party time.